Today we're going to be talking about psychosomatics. And if that's something that you've never heard of, I suggest you go and just look it up so you can be familiar with it because it is definitely a real thing. Psychosomatics is the study of how biological and physical processes in the body are connected and how these processes interact with social, environmental, and cultural factors. Psychosomatics refer to the study of interconnectedness between biological, psychological processes within the human organism. So, with that being said, it's basically how the mind creates physical illnesses, and that is definitely a thing. Now, I have heard of generational trauma, and I forgot the name for it, but it's when further back in the generations, or even in your parents' generation, they had some type of trauma, and biologically, those cells hold that trauma, and it's passed down to the child or the future generations. With that being said, mental illness nowadays is coming more to the forefront, and that's good. That's very important. And people need to understand the effects of trauma and stress. And trauma doesn't have to be physical. There's psychological, there's emotional, there's financial, there's neglect. There's a lot of things that aren't physical that can affect you physically. I'm just going to go and I'm going to read a little bit more about psychosomatics and what it is and the causes and effects of it. You know, some of the things that result from stress are peptic ulcers, bronchial asthma, rheumatoid arthritis, ulcerative colitis, essential hypertension, and neurodermatitis or thorotoxicosis. So these are all psychological results of stress. Hey, hi, how are you? Hello, Bobby J. Yeah, we're talking about psychosomatics today and how external or mental issues actually affect us physically. And these are some of the symptoms of a psychosomatic disorder: chest pain or feeling like your heart is racing, exhaustion, trouble sleeping, fatigue, headaches, dizziness, shaking or tremors, high blood pressure, muscle tension, jaw clenching, stomach or digestive problems, including changes with appetite. Now, one of these for sure is something that I can attest to because I have dealt with and I do still deal with stress. And jaw clenching is something that I do often. And I notice that I'm often doing it when I am dealing with some type of external factor that's either out of my control or is just a stressful situation. If you guys come in, just drop in, say, hey, how are you? If you have anything to add about this particular topic, feel free. And unfortunately, a lot of stuff that Black people deal with or we deal with in the Black community is stress related. Unfortunately, a lot of it has to do with not having enough finances, and unfortunately, again, not having enough finances leads to all other types of issues, like not having the proper nutrition, not having adequate housing or clean housing that will help you to thrive, and all types of things like that. So when it comes to psychosomatics, the number one issue and cause is stress. So if we can reduce our stress as much as we possibly can, that will do us a world of good. And I think that a lot of these illnesses and issues will go away if we can reduce our stress. All right. So Pickle from Ohio. Hello, how are you doing today? It's going pretty good. I just wanted to jump on here a little bit today and talk about psychosomatics because this week was the first time I've actually heard that word, and it was from Dr. John Deloney. The John Deloney show is a spinoff from the Dave Ramsey show, and he talks about a lot of different issues that people are going through, and he really breaks it down. It's a really good show. And I was listening to him talk to this young lady about different things she was going through, but it was actually coming from stress. Her physical illnesses and ailments were actually coming from stress. All right. Did you have a good day today? Yes, I did so far. It's been a relaxing day. I haven't left the house yet. We're trying to get back on observing our Sabbaths, like really observing our Sabbaths and resting like we should, because we do realize that there's a purpose for it, and we realize that we're more functional and we're more productive when we actually take time to rest. And so that's another thing. People aren't resting, and that's causing physical ailments as well. Yeah, I had a good day. Pickle from Ohio. I got to have a nice day. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You too. Peace to you as well. Thank you for hopping in. I appreciate it. Anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns about what psychosomatics is, or have you ever experienced any of these things? High blood pressure, shaking, tremor, exhaustion, chest pain, stomach or digestive problems, and you couldn't really pinpoint, you know, where it was coming from? Bye, sweetie. Thank you again. You have a wonderful day. Um, Peace. Peace, my love. Peace. So if there aren't any more questions or comments about this, I'm going to go ahead and just get off. And if you don't know what psychosomatics is, you can go and look it up. You can see if you suffer from any of these symptoms, and then go and reevaluate your life and see what type of stressors you have in your life. See if there's anything you can do to alleviate any of those stressors as well. And remember to take care of yourself, and it starts with your mind. Everything starts with your mind, and if you don't take care of that, everything else is going to fall to crap. So take care of your mind, your mental health, your mental peace, and other things will start to fall into place. You all be blessed.